Hello, I'm Connor from the ConnorandLandonshow, and you're watching part 4 of my 5-part Linkin Park reviews. I'm going to be reviewing all 5 that I have, exiting out reanimation, because, well, I don't have it. So, my review right now will be reviewing the album that came out in the year 2010, and when it came out I had no idea what to expect from this album, or what to think from this album. This album is entitled 1,000 Suns. We're gonna have fun with this one. So after reading the Wikipedia page on this album, 1,000 Suns by Linkin Park, I actually realized that this is one of the first ever concept albums. This is probably the first concept album that Linkin Park ever released, and the concept of this album is human fears, and it's basically about war too. Since some of the songs, if you listen to them, could go great with natural disasters and war things, and some of them sound like World War II. So basically this is a concept album about World War II. And what do you know, my grandpa was in World War II. So as we see the front cover of this album, why am I talking so sophisticated? Anyways, so if we look at the front cover of this album, we get to see it's basically a blocked out sun. And that's pretty much it. But if you turn it sideways, you can see Linkin Park, 1,000 Suns. Then you might be wondering, where is the parental advisory thing on this? Well, I bought it from Walmart, so it's the censored version. I know, but buying the censored version of a Linkin Park album, even though there's only 2 that have parental advisory on them, is an unsmart move, because you don't listen to the whole thing. Which I agree, I regret buying this from Walmart, because I bought 2 albums from Walmart that day. I bought Weezer's Hurley and 1,000 Suns. So the tracks on this album are The Requiem, The Radiance, Burning in the Skies, Empty Spaces, When They Come For Me, Robot Boy, Jordana del Moreto, I don't know how to pronounce it, Waiting for the End, Blackout, Wretches and Kings, Wisdom, Justice and Love, Iridescent, Fallout, The Catalyst, and The Messenger. Top 5 favorite tracks off here would have to be Burning into the Skies, When They Come For Me, Waiting for the End, Blackout, and Wretches and Kings. And I'll explain. Now, the problem I have with this Linkin Park album is a problem that I never had with any of the other Linkin Park albums, and I don't have a problem with the new one. I actually like that they took this out of the album. This album is way too much sounds and way less singing. There's the only singing songs on this, or the only songs where they actually have voices singing inside the songs, are Burning in the Skies, When They Come For Me, Robot Boy, Waiting for the End, Blackout, Wretches and Kings, Iridescent, The Catalyst, and The Messenger, which doesn't sound that much, but that's basically only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 songs, and there's 15 songs out of here, so basically 6 songs out of the 15 songs, and 9 out of the 15 songs are songs that have singing, and songs that are basically just sounds. And I didn't like that in this album. So if I were to rate this 10 out of 10, I would give this an 8.9 out of 10. This is the worst Linkin Park album of all time, but that doesn't mean it sucks. It's actually pretty good. If we open this up, and if we were to open that up, we would get to see the CD itself, which is a fire. It's kind of it. If we take that out, it actually aligns perfectly. If I can get it in there. There we go. And if we get to see this right here, which is the booklet, and it shows the blacked out sun, which is the cover case, and the fire on the back cover, and we get to see the booklet, which has every single song from the album and all their lyrics, which actually, and this actually has some of the songs that are kind of just like the sounds and the speaking voices and all that, and they have the lyrics to that, but they're kind of just not singing and rapping from Mike Shinoda and Chester. They're just from different people. And one cool thing to note about this is that some of the songs or sounds from this album by Linkin Park are actually famous speeches by people who are dead. Like the song Wisdom, Justice, and Love, that's a famous speech from Martin Luther King. Hats off to you. Wait, never mind. Okay, so, yeah. And one thing to note on there is that, and I quote, on the beginning of that album, in the booklet, it says, "We are not making an album. For months we've been destroying and rebuilding our band. The experiments that resulted filled the studio hard drive with I don't know how to read that. Yeah, abstracted sounds and all that stuff." And it explains what the album is actually supposed to be. Basically, it's not an album. It's kind of just a project that Linkin Park was working out. So that's basically my review for Linkin Park's 1,000 Suns. 3, 2, 1, I'm done. My next review will be on the latest Linkin Park album that just came out 4 days ago on Tuesday, June 26, 2012. And that album is called Living Things.